Why did the British ban Indians from eating salt? For 150 years, Britain ran one of the strangest scams in history. Not over land, not gold, but salt. The one thing no human can live without. When Indians pushed back, it became the beginning of the end. In 1882, Britain passed the Salt Act. From that moment, Indians were banned from collecting, producing, or selling their own salt. The same salt their ancestors had harvested for millennia suddenly belonged to the British Crown. In India's scorching sun, salt keeps you standing. Without it, you collapse from heat stroke, get violently sick, and can't work the fields. Britain knew Indians were desperate for it, so they weaponized it. Indians were forced to buy salt from British merchants, sold at 2,000% markup. That tax filled 8% of Britain's revenue, an empire built on stealing what keeps people alive. But most Indians couldn't afford the heavily taxed salt. Families watched children develop deficiency diseases while salt mountains sat in British warehouses. The poorest were left mixing dirt and sand into their food, desperate for any trace of minerals. Out of that misery rose Gandhi. Next to air and water, salt is perhaps the greatest necessity of life, he said. In 1930, he marched 240 miles to the sea and lifted a handful of salt. An act so simple it became treason against the crown. Gandhi was arrested, but the fight spread. Weeks later, 2,500 of his followers marched peacefully to the salt depot. Police beat them to the ground, shattering bones and leaving bodies unconscious in the dirt. 60,000 would be imprisoned by the end of the year. But even as the jails filled up, Britain refused to bend. The salt tax survived until independence, draining India until the very day they were forced out. They didn't just steal wealth, they taxed life itself.